Hello and welcome. Rocking the headband today because this is a Baker Brigade video. Baker Mayfield is running around the Super Bowl doing a lot of cool, fun media stuff, talking to a lot of people, and he actually gets himself caught on a hot mic with Kay Adams on the Kay Adams' show, Up and Adams. I'll link the video down in the description below. It is a very brief video. So what we're going to talk about is kind of break it down. Right? It's a short video, so context is difficult to discern a little bit. He's talking to Steve Young, and Baker Mayfield is basically appears to be more or less talking about the fact that the decision to come back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is all but been decided, and it's a done deal. He's talking about how the plan for the future seems to be return and get some pieces and rock on with the Buccaneers. Now, of course, again, it's a brief video, right? So, that's extrapolating and using some context clues and trying to kind of put things together, but you can watch the video for yourself. Again, I'll link it down in the description below. You can watch it for yourself, make up your own mind. That just kind of seems like, for the most part, what it is. It's pretty apparent when you hear just kind of the back and forth and the dialogue between the two. But yeah, this is something that James and I on the Mr. Bucs Nation podcast have talked about for a while, and I myself just on this channel have discussed for a while. Baker Mayfield is coming back. And whether or not you or I agree, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers view Baker Mayfield as a franchise quarterback, and they're going to make him the face of the franchise. And whatever that comes with is what that comes with, right? It starts with getting him an offensive coordinator that he's familiar with, that has worked with him and he's comfortable with. Check. Next step, contract. Get it done, get it out of the way, put it in the rear view. That's the next step to come. After that, it's going to be weapons around him to keep him flourishing, keep the offense fluid and fantastic, right? That is clearly what's going to happen, right? You can go back to a year ago on this channel, a little less than a year ago, on this channel when the Buccaneers first signed Baker Mayfield to the team. I put out a rant talking about how exactly this was going to happen. It's been predictable since day one. A lot of people like to forget where the Buccaneers have come from, who the Buccaneers truly are. The Bucs have never had a quarterback like Baker Mayfield in their prime, right? Obviously, Tom Brady is Tom Brady. He's one of a kind. He's the greatest of all time. Fantastic. They got Tom Brady for 3 years at the very end of his career, right? Other than that, how many quarterbacks have the Buccaneers truly had that were franchise quarterbacks in their prime? Are we going back to Doug Williams? Right? I mean, you could make an argument for a guy like Josh Freeman, potentially. There's a discussion there. But then you're talking about, Jameis Winston, Jeff Garcia, Brad Johnson, Bruce Gradkowski. This has not been a quarterback-rich organization. Baker Mayfield represents something the Buccaneers have not had and something they are not going to allow themselves to lose. Baker Mayfield will be the franchise quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for years to come. I've felt that way, and this little hot mic moment just continues to reinforce those notions, and I still feel that way. I just feel a little bit more emboldened in feeling that way. So we had to bust out the headband, but I guess in the comments, instead of letting me know, do you think Baker's coming back, how do you feel about Baker coming back? Because it seems like that's all but done. How do you actually feel about the return of the chef to Tampa next year?